because 30% of kids in San Francisco go to private schools. And I mean, and families are moving out. What does that do to a city?
Well, I think it makes the city more hierarchical in terms of the haves and have-nots, and you're taking some of the haves who would like to go to their neighborhood school and sending them to different cities or sending them to private schools. Another real advantage to neighborhood schools is it's very green. People can walk or ride their bike, and one of the things we need to keep perspective of is how absurd it is not to be able to go to your neighborhood school. And when I talk to people at my office that are from other towns or my relatives on the East Coast, they say, you can't go to your neighborhood school if you want to? It's great to have choice to go somewhere else, but you mean you can't go? That's absurd. And I mean, one of the things that points out how ridiculous it is, my kids got a flyer in their weekly binders that said, you know, this certain date is walk to school day. And so what you should do is drive your car to 2 blocks from your school. Instead of driving to the school that you normally do, drive 2 blocks away from the school and then walk those last 2 blocks. You know, how absurd is that? It just makes no sense.
Let me get your name.
It's Byron Thurber.
Byron.
Byron, B-Y-R-O-N. You know, and another aspect to it is just the social lives of children. I have a 2nd grader and a 4th grader, and we were going to a school across the city. Fortunately, through the waitlist process, we're now at the school that's a block away from our house, and they can have play dates now, and we can call their friends' parents and say, can you take the kids at 6 o'clock, because my wife and I both need to work tonight, you know, past 7. And that can happen when you're at a neighborhood school, but it can't when you have this dispersed model of everybody from other neighborhoods, and nobody at the school lives near the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
So, but all of you have gotten eventually your school. Is that right?
4 children, 21 chances, not once.
Pardon me?
4 children, 21 chances, not one time.
Really?
Yes, and now my children, they're at this age. One is just graduated college. I have a junior in college, and I have a freshman in college. And I've been fighting this process when they were in elementary school. And so we're now just getting into this point. I have one more in school.
So you have 4 kids.
4 daughters, yes.
4 daughters, and you applied to where?
I applied to, actually, there's been so many schools I have no idea, but it was never none of the top flight schools or anything like that, because it was based on my children and the needs and what they needed.
Right.
And so it was...
So you applied 21 times?
21 times, and I've never got a school of my choice. And I never had one of those top flight schools. So when they constantly say those statistics, I just say that's the complete and utter lie. And it's just a falsehood. And it's not true, because I haven't met one person who's ever got a school of their choice. And I've been here a number of years going through this whole entire process. So, and again, it's all of the schools, so it's just not one school. I never applied for the Lowells or anything like that. So, and then to not get any other 7 choices, which is what I call, the school district offer you a 7-headed snake and say one is non-venomous. Good luck.
Yeah. let me ask you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let me get your full name.
Tammy, T-A-M-I, Aviles, A-V-I-L-E-S.
So Tammy, this is non-binding, which means that the school board doesn't have to make any changes. But what do you expect? What do you hope that you can achieve here?
I hope that when Prop H passes, the Board of Education committee members hear the parents and will make the changes necessary so that if I pick a neighborhood school for my child to go to, I stand a better chance to get in. They cite statistics saying that 80% get their neighborhood school. All the parents I speak to, they don't. We're being sent across the city on our own. You know, transportation is on our own. And we have to find other solutions.
So you expect them to listen?
My hope is that they will listen.